Hi, welcome back to the Spirit's Path. This is D, and today's tarot card of the day out of the Woodward tarot deck is the Woodward, a major arcana card. And you know, when I pulled this up and I was thinking of it, meditating on it, I was like, geez, oh Pete's. You know, this is going to be a very serious week of messages. You know, with all the court cards and now with the major arcana coming out, it's just, it's going to be very serious. And, you know, this card is very similar to the strength card in the Rider-Waite tarot deck. So, you know, as the wanderer is on his journey, you know, this is one of the people he meets, as well as the forest lovers who we talked about here a couple days ago. You know, and this Woodward tells him to, you know, tells that wanderer, that journeyer, that you need to have strength on your path. You know, the strength of that, you know, that line. In this case, it's a, you know, it's a lynx, or maybe it's a bobcat, you know, that he's talking about. You know, you have to have strength on your journey. You know, with whatever you're doing, you have to have strength and courage. And this, you know, this Woodward comes at a time where he wants to be, you know, even though he's the guardian of the wildwood forest, he symbolizes the power that comes from overcoming fear, okay, and the nature of darkness. You know, much like the guardian, you know, wants you to face your fears, this one's telling you to face the fears that are out there in the open. Okay, and you know, when we face that fear, the Woodward shows you what your inner strength is. Okay, that kind of that inner courage, whereas the guardian wants you, you know, to face deep within your soul. This is kind of asking you to, you know, just, okay, you've got this thing coming up, face it. Okay, it's a situation, part of the crisis, excuse me, you know, that's going on, and you have to, you know, look within to, you know, help face that strength that's going on, or, you know, face that fear that's going on within your inner soul. As a result of that, you end up gaining some wisdom. And when you gain some wisdom, you gain some patience for your journey as you're moving along. You know, it kind of gives you that confidence builder. The other thing that this card talks about is being, you know, cunning and dedicated to the goal, because, you know, with this guardian, this hunter of the wildwood forest, you know, you have to know the animals a little bit and know their, you know their characteristics and traits while you're hunting them. And you know, along the way, you know, you gain that strength, you know, as you're hunting them. And that strength comes from being balanced and grounded. And if you notice that, you know, the card, you know, he's standing on a couple rocks, for one, all right, and he's got his spear firmly planted in those rocks to give him that balance, to give him that strength as he's, you know, looking out over whatever it is he's looking out over. And just like you have to be balanced and grounded with that inner strength to know what's happening ahead of you, all right, and, you know, relying on that grounded feature, relying on that balance, you know, that we've talked about, you know, for you to move forward on your journey. By facing adversity, you find courage within yourselves, and the strength is needed to foresee what is to come, you know, and looking within. And that's primarily what this card is asking you to do, is to overcome that fear and you know, look within a little bit to understand that, you know, what's laying ahead of you is an opportunity, you know, where you're going to have to use some of that inner strength, use some of that inner courage, okay, and, you know, being balanced and focused. And if you look at the rest of the spread of what's happening, you know, within the last couple days, like I said, it's a very powerful message coming through right now, especially after this full moon has happened. So, you know, what dropped off was the 8 of Stones, the skill, and then you start back up with that Forest Lovers, where we talked about loving others, seeing them for who they really are, you know, and putting out more of that love out into the world. Okay, loving every religion, loving every race, loving every, you know, everybody that's out there. That requires a lot of strength too. Okay, you put those two energies together, you know, love and strength, and, you know, you're going to have a very, very strong bond with what's happening. Okay, at the same time, that Five of Stones is asking you to endure, you know, that love that's out there for others. Okay, and, you know, just try to find that inner fortitude, you know, as that storm's approaching. Okay, to know that, you know, okay, the journey's not over. I need to have to keep moving forward. And this is where it really starts getting interesting, because then you have the Queen of Vessels show up along with that Page of Stones. Okay, and here's a learning opportunity as well as a nurturing opportunity, where, you know, the Queen asks what you're enchanted to, and the Page is asking you, you know, where can you learn more? And along your day or along your week, you know, with these cards sitting in the back of your mind and you're thinking about them, you know, you are gathering strength. Maybe that's mental strength, maybe that's mental fortitude, you know, to give you that mental balance of what's going on between work and home. You know, it could be, you know, that opportunity or that conversation that you're going to have with your significant other, you know, where, you know, you're becoming more strong with, you know, having to discuss an issue with somebody, you know, and it could be a friendship issue too, you know, out in a socialization. You know, even a simple thing with strength is, you know what? When I'm in public, I'm going to wear my mask. I'm going to be self-disciplined to wear my mask at any restaurant to protect me as well as protect somebody else. More importantly, I have to look after my own safety. You know, and that could be that nurturing, and that could be that training page message that's out there. You know, but if you do that in the spirit of love, okay, if you love yourself while you're doing that, and love the others, you know, as you're doing that as well when you're out in, you know, society, you know, again, that's going to give you some strength. You know, people are going to respect you, you know, for having that face covering on at that restaurant or while you're out in public. Other people may not be doing it. Okay, but if you are responsible for yourself, you're going to be very, you know, safe and making sure that you don't have the, you know, come down with the, you know, the symptoms or, you know, the virus or passing it on to your loved ones, you know. And that could be that King of Stones, that Wolf card as well. Okay, saying, you know what, I'm going to take this into my own hands. Okay, I'm going to be, you know, the mature adult here. Okay, and be safe with everything that I do. If I'm safe with everything I do, I can almost guarantee that others that are around me are going to be safe as well. You know, so I've taken that love aspect of that Forest Lovers card, you know, for myself. You know, I love myself, but I'm also using it to love others as well by keeping them safe by wearing my facial coverings, okay, and being respectful of, you know, social distancing. And then, you know, in today's society, that takes strength. Because others may not understand that. But if you take it upon yourself and you do that, okay, I'm sure you're going to get the respect that you have. If not, guess what? You're building up some inner strength. You're building up some inner courage, knowing that you're doing the right thing. So that's today's message, the Woodward out of the tarot deck, the Wildwood tarot deck. Leave your comments down below. Hit that like button for me and subscribe to the channel. This is Dee for the Spirit's Path. And we'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care, stay safe, and God bless everybody.